tribal society, women has given the various status, high status was given. There have no any social less restriction between them. If we compare the upper class women and the tribal women socially free.
Assamese society, we never had the evil practices like Parda Pratha or Satida Pratha or dowry.
In a social status or in a means educational, in a health session, the status of the woman is the good here, comparatively good. But if we'll see in our present time or in this day-to-day life, we can say this about the dressing sense or about the means teasing or molestation and all these things. They are same as always same like all other states of means India.
This is Northeast Interface. We're taking a short break. Do stay with us. The region has suffered from a lack of investments because of insurgency, and tourism too has not flourished for the same reason. But it's precisely these, that is investments and tourism, that can help bring an end to the insurgency and the economic marginalization of the region. The Northeast is rich in natural resources, most of which remain underutilized. Huge domestic and foreign investment in the region is possible if a positive image can be created about the region. Mizoram holds potential for investment in bamboo-based industries. Tripura can be the center for rubber and natural gas. Assam's oil and natural gas account for 50% of India's onshore production. Tea, 53% of India's total production. There's also coal and limestone. 22 rivers account for the largest perennial river system in the country. All these offer immense potential for investors.
Every 6 kilometers or 10 kilometers, the biodiversity changes so rapidly that what you found in the last 10 kilometers, you perhaps won't find in the next 10 kilometers. And there'll be a new plant or a new subspecies that you'll find growing there. So a certain sangai that is only found in the valley of Imphal is not endemic to other areas. Certain fish species that you'll only find, say, in a certain small river patch of one rivulet flowing through Manipur hills, you will not find in the next hill. The diversity is rapid. You can pick up one or two icons and say, oh, these are iconic animals or plants that represent that area. But I think the beauty of that is there's such sheer variety. So let me give you an example in terms of rather what people eat. So there's such, if you went to the Imphal Valley, there is such huge variety of vegetables that you can eat simply because so many leaves, plants, tubers grow over there and the communities learn to consume them. So an average meal, a ritualistic meal can actually have say 100 plus vegetarian dishes which are of different ingredients. And that itself shows how people live with their biodiversity, respect it and know about it very well.
Arunachal has 82% under forest cover and is one of the 12 biodiversity hotspots of the world. All northeast states have breathtaking, pristine natural beauty. The region is known for biodiversity, hill stations, heritage sites, unique culture and tradition. Tourism can literally be the primary sustainable development industry of the region. Ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism.
You look at Hornbill Festival, which is held every year from 1st December to 7th December in Kohima in Nagaland. You will not find a single hotel room available during that period. All the foreigners, Indian tourists are there.
The question of ecotourism as of now has not even taken off because we have not even allowed people there to grow their own nature of investment, to use capital in a different way. So if a villager wanted to build a house or turn his house into a homestay back in Arunachal, he doesn't need too much capital for himself, but the government needs to build a road to go to his village to begin with. And if you look at the way the road networks built up, the infrastructure has been built up for that area, it's not happened in the past 50 years in large parts. I mean, large district headquarters of Arunachal are still not corrected throughout the year. How do you expect a villager over there to really survive out of eco homestays? So I think there is a great potential, but the potential is first for the government to provide basic facilities for the citizens there, on the basis of which they can run new kind of industries that they decide are good for their region.
Hotel, tourism, and then beauty parlor and so on and so forth. I don't know how much is it going to help. Tourism as the only lone source of income earning has not succeeded. and Thailand is also even an example. I mean, you have to wait in terms of success story, in terms of gaining monetary benefit vis-a-vis decadence of the social fabric of the society life. That also needs to be weighed.
Also, communication systems along with requisite infrastructure facilities can help channelize the higher level of English understanding into IT-enabled services. People from the Northeast already work in these services in other parts of the country. One of the major problems of the entire Northeast is the lack of employment opportunities. In Tripura, as in other northeastern states, possibilities exist for developing IT-based industries. Some of the advantages of setting up a BPO or an IT-based industry in the region is the comparatively lower cost.
One needs to think seriously is about call center and other, telecommunication related industries. So much of people from Northeast are going to Gurgaon, Bangalore, Delhi, for such jobs. And these are jobs that can be done from any parts of the world. So if there is a proper hubs being built up, say in Guwahati or Imphal or Kohima, the places where people are easily able to move in and out without much expenses, those are better options.
A Northeasterner, after completing his graduation, because see, the thing is they are very good in English, they find job in call centers. Where are the call centers in Northeast?
Tripura, as you know, is in the northeast. There is a geographical isolation from the mainland. Even our graduates who are passing from Tripura University or from NIT Agartala or from TEC, the technical, I'm talking about the engineers, what they are doing is they are migrating to the mainland because of greener pastures. One of the reasons would be obviously mainland, working in a city, a metropolitan city like Kolkata, Delhi or Mumbai or Bangalore is much more, the standard of living or the amenities they are getting is much more higher.
You see, now the software development is basically a teamwork or a group work, manpower, huge manpower is required in one area. A new area has opened up recently. You must be knowing apps development. That is, through apps, services are delivered. Means apps are installed on a handheld device, and this small software you need to write. And back-end, operators will be big companies. So you will be just integrating this through apps to back-end, say e-commerce sites, etc. And based on there are defined revenue models are there, So, and this kind of apps development is possible by 2-3 member team individually. You can see n number of apps are there to see the various news channels. There are many apps are there talking back end to a big product companies, and they are sharing this revenue through advertisement as well as 10 to 15% of the transaction amounts as a profit.
Main whole problem is this, that the industrialists or the other entrepreneurs of our area not yet been taught to develop IT industries. That is the main point. But it has got immense scope, particularly throughout the world. This IT business is rapidly developing day by day, and in our state there are lot of educated unemployed youths, and moreover their ability intellectually is also much better than that of in other areas. So this is also one of the most talent capital, we should say, to start with the IT industry in the state of Tripura.
And the economic development of the Northeast is closely linked to the economic development of the region as well.
If a trader starts from Kolkata to go to Imphal, if his vehicle, goods he is carrying has to be brought down from this road to Kolkata, how many halts that guy will make on the way? Naturally, he has to have local setup also. If you are an importer, you would like to have a go down in Manipur or Nagaland somewhere where you import the things and you put it in your go down somewhere. This free trade with the BIMSTEC is going to be a boom for the region.
There's a geopolitical boundary in question that is raised in that area, which is typically if you're surrounded by several different countries, some of them difficult at times for you, those questions come up. But you can also look upon that same geoposition of that region to say its vantage position is to look east easily and look east the way it wants to, rather than the way that we would use it as a tunnel to pass things through that region into the Southeast Asia. I mean, if you imagine, it's cheaper today and is quicker today from say Imphal to reach across to Burma than to come to Delhi. Why would I not logically look to build markets that integrate into Myanmar? Why would I not look at starting bus services that go all the way into Southeast Asia and create a new economy which is looking into that region and build out of that region? There's certain cohesiveness.
India's eastbound trade and economic diplomacy is hoping to factor in the Northeast's development. India's stronger economic and political presence in South and Southeast Asia through the Northeast will help us emerge as a stronger Asian power. And the benefits to India as an Asian power should be felt most in the Northeast, acting as a gateway. That's all we have in this report, the fifth in our series on the Northeast. Thanks for watching and see you again.